I hope you're all doing fine this evening. Just thought I'd come on for 5 minutes. So, guys, I'm just going to share the live out a second, okay? Because I want to tell you a few things, okay? Um, I can't go into much, but I want to go into a few things, okay? Because stage 2 has happened, and I do want to make you aware of something tonight. So, I told you, didn't I? And when I'm telling you, you need to believe me. I told you this morning, this past 72 hours, things have been done. Today, yeah, was stage 2, honestly. I can't say much because I can't say much yet. Honestly, I wish I could. But what I'm here to say is this. Um, with everything that's gone on, what I know as well, I have decided to give the exclusive to somebody that will not be opening their mouth until this whole situation unfolds. So, because I only trust a couple of people on here, and I don't want to be saying too much until, like, even Karen, you don't even know what's going on, but you will get to know soon. And it's not because I don't trust you or anything like that. There's just a lot of things that are going on. Tonight, I have decided that I was going to give the exclusive to one person, because at the end of the day, this is that big. When it drops, to be honest, there's two different parts. There's my part with everything. So this is going to go all the way from the start. We're going to go all the way from the start, and this is all going to be in black and white, because you don't get to ruin people's life like this and then just set off in the sale. People like me have to live with certain things that have happened for me for the rest of my life. So what's happened to me previously, in the middle, and now in the end has just been disgusting. Honestly, it's been hard to fathom, to get through, to even be able to survive. It's been hard. Tonight, I have gone and give exclusive access to Soap and Glory, and made them know exactly what the exclusive is going to be. So they know everything. They know what's going to be going down. They know when it's going to be going down. And I told them exactly what's going to be happening, because they deserve to have the scoop. Soap and Glory has the access, but will not be giving anything out, because this is a very serious situation. When this drops, when it does drop, a lot of people, are going to be regretting speaking to me, speaking about me the way they have. Honestly, you are. And the second part of this is exactly what needs to happen in order for all this to stop, because this is not going to stop anytime soon. This will stop when all this goes down. Now, after all that's gone down and everything's sunk in, because it's going to take a couple of days for this shit to sink in, not with me, but with the people that are watching in, that are involved with this. It's going to take you a couple of days for this shit to sink in. After it's sunk in, that's when me and Warrior then are going to let that be dealt with the way it's been dealt with. And this other side, me and Warrior have decided that we are going to be outing everything. So that basically means shit that I didn't even see, even messages yesterday that I was shown that I hadn't even been aware of, things that had been said about me that I hadn't been aware of. Yesterday's, what were going on behind the scenes, you didn't even see half of what were going on behind the scenes yesterday. What was being said, people's behaviour, a lot were going on. So that also needs to be outed as well. You do try to give people a chance. And I do think I have gone above and beyond to help certain people, to make them see sense, take some accountability, to be able to go up there and say something. And there's been none of that. So for me, I always see it how the person is. And if there's no change, there's no accountability, there's nothing, and other things keep coming up, and there's no loyalties there, what are we wasting our time for? what we actually wasting our time for, especially if we're getting slagged off in the background. Do you get what I mean? So if I'm Warrior's friend, I'm not going to be slagging her off, am I? To others. Because she's my friend. You don't do that to friends. So when you have a friend and they're doing so much for you, you have to be a friend, not an enemy, not a person. Because I was trying to say yesterday, when he was trying to say, I'm friends with everybody, I get that. That's a nice thing to be like. No one wants to take that away from anybody. But you also have to look at the other side. When people are coming in here or in her panel and are saying disgusting things about him, imagine if we sat there and went, oh, it's all right. Mandy's fine. She's all right to just speak to you like that. But we have to, be like that. So are we supposed to be kind to the haters? Are we supposed to be kind to the people that are bullying us? Are we supposed to show support? So it's different from one side and then different to the other. And I think yesterday, with a lot that you did not see behind the scenes of what the fuck were going on last night, even the messages that he was sending Ems last night was bad, made Warrior look really, really bad. I practically had to save her last night on the phone, so did a couple of other people, because of what were going down. She hadn't really explained it today properly, of what were going down, because we've had too much stuff going on with the lawyers and other people in the background. So it has been kind of a long day today. Then I found out this afternoon that he's gone home. So a lot of stuff went down. Even went in Ems's box last night, and the messages that he sent Ems last night at Warrior's house, I was fucking disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then for them to go through the transcripts with Lee to actually finally see the truth. What was said, how I was being used, how you was using me in these situations. And I'm going to go back right to the start of where all this started. And if certain people can apologise, and right, there's two different sides to this. When this serious thing happens, right, and you really realise how serious this is and what's gone down, and I'm not even going to tell you the date and the day when it's going to go down, the other people that will be able to see things in black and white and will be able to see how big and how serious this has really got when it's come to me and my kid, and people racially abusing me in such a way, doxing my number, threatening me in such a way, everything with it. There's massive consequences to that. Now, what I am going to take into consideration is when all this drops and you really see that I was not fucking around, I'm expecting of 3 people public apologies. And I mean it. I mean public. Because when you see how quick and fast this situation's going to unfold, you're going to really regret coming for me. And I know people might say, well, why did you choose now? Or why have you done it this way? Because this was the only way. There's no other way to be able to do this. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm losing everything for these people, when there's a lot of other ways around doing it the right way. So I can kind of set myself free after this a little bit and maybe just a little bit move forward. But then there's the other side to it where there's loads of disloyalties, people using me and making me the scapegoat. Now listen to this. I could have said a lot, a fucking lot. And I'm not talking about things on the internet. I'm not talking about what you've seen, and I'm not talking about text messages. I'm talking about real life situations. I could have opened my mouth and sung like a bird. But with everything around and other things, it's not who I am. So I'm not that kind of person. But when you cross my boundaries and you do start upsetting other people around me, yeah, this is what happens. So when you've done all that with Warrior last night, you have kind of made her feel unsafe. You've made her look stupid. She's found everything. She saw what she saw, and some of the messages, which I can get out now, are very serious messages with the whole setup, everything. And you're not thinking that at one point we're going to feel sick, or we're going to actually be sat there thinking to ourselves, what the hell is actually going on? It's crazy. So if I showed you my phone, it wouldn't be consistent of anything like that, would it? Now I have a lot of these, a lot of them. What I'm going to show now, I have a lot. And day by day, when this big thing is dropped, I am going to be dropping everything. I think it's sick that this has all been going on. I do think it's sick that you both were conspiring to all that stuff and you wanted people to believe that I was in the middle of it. When people were sat there saying that I was the mastermind behind it all, that I was text messaging him, that I was telling him what to say, I was getting him to go on with the panels and fucking make all this stuff up, this fucking weird shit. And I told you, it's not me. It's not who I am. Every time I tried to bring it up, they tried to shut me down because they didn't want me to talk about it because it was the truth. It's disgusting what you two have been up to behind closed doors. Honestly. And the only reason why I'm calm right now is because something big is coming. Something big is coming. But I do have quite a lot. Quite a lot. A lot. But we could really, seriously, really go all the way forward. Because I'm absolutely sickened that people want to use me and abuse my name. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind if you want to go in the box evilly. Yeah, to Keisha. Don't you worry, mate. None of yous, honestly. What you lot have done to me, you are gonna regret. And this is the second part. Yeah, go live with Keisha. Just to say thank you. Just to be nice. Don't forget to say we are each other's lives. Oh yeah. This is slowly gonna be coming out. Because you motherfuckers have done a right job, haven't yous? Haven't yous? You motherfuckers have gone all the way into the top, haven't yous? Together. Mourning the love of my life. 2025. Been going on for quite some time, hasn't it? Should we show this one? This is what really makes me sick and angry. Are you ready? Are you ready? This one. Let's talk about this day, Rob and Lee. Let's talk about this day. And let's look at this. And then when I click my fingers, Lee and Rob, show the evidence of my live and what you two were talking about. I had you on the live, Lee, saying to the viewers that you did not believe a word that Rob said, that you believed us and that you were standing. So this whole time I was oblivious. I was being truthful. You made me have a panic attack that day. I was having an anxiety attack. Yeah. When I had the anxiety attack and all this was going on, this is what you and Rob were doing behind the scenes. I've got everything. The fucking lot. And when I put everything together from all them lives to show the viewers, every second of them lives, I was telling the truth. And you two were the masterminds. Not Lakeisha. I've got you lot saying it all in the chats, telling Rob what to do, where to go, what to do with Lakeisha, how to use Lakeisha, when to go into Lakeisha's, when to drop things into Lakeisha's, everything. Okay? You two, your games are over. Okay? Tell her you're getting married. End of to me. Tell them you've been in a relationship with me for 3 years. Fuck them, lol. And what date was that? But Keisha was the ringleader. Keisha was the master manipulator behind all of this, wasn't she, Robin Lee? Oh, but listen to this, right? It just gets worse. Tell him it's true, Rob. Give my name. Go on. Romeo, Juliet, more. Yeah, you two. You two. And this isn't even the half. Rob, just tell them it's not a lie. You are really in a loving relationship, and my name is Lee. Go on. Go on. Go on. Ah, should we, I think we should get to the big one, shouldn't we? Should we get into one of the nitty gritties? Ah, Lee. Lee, Lee, Lee. Lee, Lee, Lee. I would be worried. And I don't mean that in any threats. I'm talking about you never get to, ever, think that you can outsmart the Queen. You don't get to be out here in these streets to manipulate and gaslight the viewers. You don't get to keep this kind of mud on my name, because I will go to the lengths of finding everything out and the way my friend has been treated and the evidence that she holds. You're all done. The lot of yous. And we could go further tonight, but we're choosing just to make you aware. We're choosing just to make you aware of how deep this can go. Okay? And when I'm telling you, from the start to the end, we're going to go through it all. The videos, how much money they all made out of me and my name. For all them days that they were slandering me and making people believe these terrible things when I wasn't a part of any of it. I was telling the truth to my supporters. I owe them it. I was being honest. I was as on the edge as the rest of yous. I was gobsmacked like the rest of yous. My heart was broken like the rest of yous. I was not in it with Robin Lee. I didn't know what was going down. I didn't know what their plans were. When I was on my panel, I was 100% oblivious like the rest. And thousands of people, he sat there and made them believe that all them text messages that were coming through when he was on the lives, that Lakeisha were telling him what to say. Lakeisha was the one ringing him. Lakeisha was the one that set it all up. Lakeisha was the one that were telling him everything to do. Lakeisha. And I were telling them, it's not me. I don't know what's going on. Didn't know who this guy was. Didn't know what that they set me up. Couldn't win the war with them because I had the rest of them like Pearl, Katie Hardy, fucking Luke the Judge. Everybody just come for me. I could only literally fathom finishing them wars on top of this Lee guy. And because Best Girl did all that stuff, I needed to step away from him. But I knew within the next couple of months, I will get to the bottom of what the fuck is going on here. We warned you. This is not going to be over. You might have thought that you were getting away with it, but you don't get to do that on my name. Okay, I have worked hard and come out of care to have this kind of respect on my name. I have worked hard for 5 years on social media, right, to try and make friends, to try and make something, to try and be better, to try and give back. The past 2 years, that's been taken away from me. Yeah, they've absolutely destroyed my character to the point where I might have not have been here. Yeah, I am taking full control back of my life, back of my reputation, and within the next, something big is going down. And I'm telling you, it's going to send shockwaves through the internet because you do not get to speak about my daughter or me in a way that is harmful and incites racial harassment towards me. After all that is said and done, and you really realise how deep this has gone, me and Warrior are going to be doing this together, and everything is going to be outed. The only thing I'm not going to be outing is the serious stuff, because I don't want people to look at, I don't want anybody to, I don't want anything like that out on my name or around me. Yes, serious shit's happened behind the scenes. Yes, I could have fucked Rob over worse than what M's has, right? But we're two different women, and my life doesn't consist of that kind of bullshit, yeah? But I will go to the lengths with Rob and Lee when it comes to this. And every person that made a penny out of me, saying all these lies on your panels, you will reap what you've sowed. And I'm expecting a public apology. Lakeisha Black, first and foremost, when you see what's been dropped very soon, and it's in black and white, all of you top creators, I'm going straight to Delusive Angies. I'm going straight to Delusive Angies with the evidence in black and white, and I am clearing my name. And then after that's all cleared, after that, I'm going in there to Delusive Angies with Warrior, and we're going to be clearing all this up once and for all. And if you really want to test the waters, Rob, we can go all the way. And if you both want a war together, let's go, because the storm is kicking in, and we have all the transcripts, not just with Lee, not just with Lee. And Robbers, give us all of this, because we deserve to have the truth. Warrior or Rob last night in her house watching Ends. So he was texting her saying, help me, I'm in danger. This is what he was saying last night at Warrior's house, saying to Warrior, your house is dirty. I don't want to drink this kind of coffee. Right? This is what he's saying when Warriors gone to Rob's house and done the garden, brought him a new bloody hot tub, did the flooring, did the blood paneling, put him some bloody fencing up, got the floor, right? So she brings him up to the house. He wakes up and he says, I'm not used to this. It's too dirty for me. Makes her feel uncomfortable, so she's still trying, come on, Rob, be a bit more polite. And she's still trying. She makes him a coffee off one of the most expensive coffee machines you can make. I don't like that. She brought coffee beans so he could have something nice to drink in her face after he just told her about house. And when I don't like this, and didn't want to drink the coffee. Booting in a door last night where a child was because he couldn't get into the house. You were told you wasn't allowed into the house, to stay in the van, making Warrior feel uncomfortable, talking about how she's going through menopause, saying that she can't afford the heating in the thingy when she's got loads of gas suppliers, telling people she's too cold in the van when you know for a fact you told her that you were too warm and you were both getting warm. Then you've gone into Ems's live, like I've gone on Ems's live. And this is the thing. I was saying this to Warrior, but I couldn't say it. I couldn't say any much more to her because I didn't want to feel like I'm getting in the way of their friendship. So I already said to Warrior, you need to see it like this, yeah? You're ruining yourself for hanging around with him when he's took no responsibility. Because I know what's happened with me in the past, which I haven't been able to explain, I will never be the same. And because he tried to destroy me with Lee and thought he could fucking play a game, he did. A quarter of destroy me. So it was more of, well, him getting to tell the truth. But since we've tried to have him around, there's no accountability. And if we say to him, well, we need to speak about this, we need to speak about that, you need to tell the viewers why you lied and said you had staged this and you didn't have that. You could have showed them paperwork and closed it all down. Every time I spoke about it, it was shut up, Keisha. So I just didn't say anything. Obviously, Warrior's chilling with him. I don't want to get in the way of their friendship. But this is it. If Ems would have said to him tomorrow, come up to my house, Rob would have gone up. So you're telling me that you're sticking up for a man, right? Having to deal with all this shit. People don't want to support you in your room because you've got association with him, because you're a good person that just wants to see the best in somebody. He's then slagging you off with your enemies. She's found out yesterday that he's in messages with these other people that are obviously not our friends and have been slagging us around all the app. He sat on the live going like this, yeah, but I'm friends with everybody. I get that. But at the same time, it's like Warrior, somebody coming in here and saying, why have you got him in your panel when he said this or when he's done that? Do we turn around to the people and go, oh, well, you're nice, we can be your friend. We're not going to block you. Come in the box and just slag Rob off. It don't work like that. So how is Warrior people, mute people, reacting back to the nasty stuff that they're saying to Rob, but as soon as he slags off Warrior or slags off, you're there in a chat, messaging with them, having conversations. How does that work out? There's no loyalties. Then when you sat there in her house watching Ems, and she's caught you sat in the house watching Ems, how do you think that's made her feel? How do you think that's made her feel? Then you go on message Ems and say to her, you're in danger. You're trying to kick a fucking Warrior's door in at 1 o'clock in the morning, right to the point where she's petrified and we have to be on the phone. Oh, wow. Wow. Ooh, wow. Fantastic. So, right, there she is. So, Lessa, we just want to make you aware of a few things. And I'm sorry to announce it to you this way, but babe, when you go on any kind of videos and you start speaking about me, that's
Yeah,
when I
she's in
start
here
doing
now,
a full investigation.
Lessa, you're in
Yeah,
here
don't
now,
worry, we
yeah?
know. We want you to know this. When you go out of your way to bully people in different, we see everything. We've got eyes everywhere, honestly. We have bots in every chat. You won't even believe it. So what happens, Lessa, is when we see people like you that comment nasty things about me, Lakeisha Black, right? As soon as you enter my rooms, I've got people left, right, and centre that make me aware of exactly who you are and what you've been saying about me. I want to make this very clear. This will be the last time you ever think about having my name in your mouth again. And this will be the last time you actually get to think about me, because you will no longer be allowed in these spaces. You don't like me, don't watch me. Right, she's gone. So
Fucking
getting back
good.
onto
That's what we
Rob.
do. That's what we do, my girl.
We didn't want to do this. We didn't want to do this. We didn't want to do this, but look at that. 936k megabytes, Lee. What does that file, what do them files there say? what do them files
That's
there
Emma.
say?
That's Emma, 1.6 megabytes. That is Justin, 27 megabytes. And that is Casey Hardy, 936 kilobyte.
Yes, and some of this stuff's going straight through to the lawyers. This is what happens, girlies. Okay, we do a full investigation. I am Dora the Explorer, and this one is Lord Voldemort. You don't want to go there with us. And when it drops in a couple of days, the seriousness, honestly, I don't think you believe me when I've told you.
And this is only information from one person. There's another 4 people that give us information. You keep calling us a liar. You keep name calling us, saying we're deluded. We love the sound of our own voice. We tell lies. There's no lies to tell. We bring the evidence and the receipts.
And Delmac, Richard Kenworthy, and a couple of other people, you will also be getting an exclusive as well. I can't tell you much yet until it drops, but you'll understand when it drops.
A lot of you think the people sitting around you are your friends and you can trust them. Huh.
Yeah.
Don't forget, keep your enemies. What's that saying? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Enemies closer. Yeah, but me and Warrior are not enemies because we actually do work really good together. We really do. We've solved loads of cases. This is crazy. The way I've been feeling is she's been emotional distress, but what I've gone through is absolutely not. She's had to pick me up. She's had to go through it all. But what I witnessed last night with what you've done, Rob, there yesterday, everything that was going down.
Anybody on this platform that slags Keisha off or me off for no reason at all, you will be named and shamed because we get sent everything. Your name, your face will be exposed because you are cyberbullying. That's what you're doing. Cyberbullying.
When me and Warrior drop this exclusive, this isn't about Rob, okay? When me and Warrior drop this exclusive, you're going to really understand that we're not fucking around. We're not fucking around. I don't want this to happen to any other mother. I do not want this to happen I do not want a mother to ever have to go to these lengths. Okay? Step by step, every step of the way.
And all those sitting in the background thinking, oh, thank God she's talking about Rob or Ems or Justin or Katie. Don't worry. If you've done something to me and Keisha, you will be next. We've not forgotten about you.
What's Rob done now? Has he been messaging Ems? Yeah, he has. Last night, he told Ems that he were in danger at Warrior's house. Lying.
Because I kicked him out and put him in my camper van.
She wouldn't let him in the house, so he texted Ems and said he were in danger.
I let him sleep in my camper van.
Because she felt uncomfortable with all this stuff that was in the house and what were going on. You know, he's just found messages with he was speaking to that woman that were putting all that stuff out about us, and when we confronted him, he was going, "Oh, I didn't know. We've told you a million times. You know everything about it, but he acts oblivious." Then he'd been caught watching Ems on the lives in her house,
and he's telling me to get off my live to come and watch Ems, and let's go in Ems's box.
Yeah, he got Warrior on the live. So when you lot saw Warrior on the live, and he were trying to
whisper
to Warrior, he were telling Warrior, "Come on, let's go into Ems's and let's start the drama."
Yeah.
He went into Ems's last night, sent them messages. That's what I'm trying to say.
I've got all the screen recordings.
Dangerous. I said this already. I already said to you. trust and believe you're fighting a lost cause, because I can understand if he said to himself, I never want to go near Ems again. I am petrified of her. Like, I never want to see the sight of her. That's when you can think, yeah, you know what? You are
That
really
sort of
petrified of
TPO,
her.
all that
He
I've
loves
done
it.
for him and
He
been on the
wants to
front
be
line,
trampled
Beth.
over by her. Yeah, you're
Mm.
right. He wants to be he does. You're right. Rob is obsessed with Ems. And you know when I knew he was obsessed, right? And you're not even going to believe me when I say this, yeah? Right. When all that were going down and them lot were doing all that, Lee and Rob, doing all that situation, which now we have the proof to show you that it were all them. Nobody else. Them two. More Lee telling Rob what to do. So Lee was the ringleader. And I can prove all that. But how I knew Rob was really not scared of Ems and that this was all a show was when he was in my life when all this was going down, and I caught him watching Ems in the background. So it gave me a vision of why has he set up all that in his house? Why did you set up all that stuff? Yeah, all that computer stuff, all of that technology. You didn't just do that to go fucking live. You did it because you wanted to watch her. So while he's on the live with me and we're trying to sort things out, I'm trying to clear my fucking name. He's at the side when this woman said all these disgusting things about him. He's at the side camping her, watching her because he's obsessed with her. So it got to the point where one time I caught him on the live and even said to the live, be quiet, because I want to see if he's listening to her, because I don't want to seem like I'm crazy. I'm supporting somebody that is acting like they're petrified of somebody. They don't like them. They've done all this thing to them, but yet you're watching them in the background. I'm getting a Sharon situation. So then I started thinking to myself, I caught him on the live in watching her in the background. And I said to Warrior on the slide, I said, Warrior, just do me a favour, yeah? Let's, when he's around you, just
So
let
why has
me
he
know
come
if
out just now? Because he's been hanging around with me a lot lately, Leanne. I've been helping him, haven't I, Keish?
yeah, so
Behind the
basically
scenes with everything. I put
what's
myself on
happened
the front
is,
line.
yeah, so basically what happened is after all that happened, yeah, right, I was made to feel sorry for him because he was acting like he was going to take his life. I already knew that I was going to get to the bottom of what we're going to get to the bottom of. It was just how, right? And it was just when. Now, Warrior, I've gone over to Warrior's side because in reality, I did want to get the safety and I felt more content and calmer, less erratic going over to Warriors. But then when I went over to Warriors, I ended up being erratic. That was for my own choice. I've calmed down now. I've gone back to
Yeah, he
being
did have
zen.
cancer.
Yeah, he did have
Yeah.
cancer. That wasn't a lie. It's just the staging was a lie. Now, what had happened was she took him under her wing, and I didn't want to fall out with Warrior. So I decided then to be cool with Warrior. No, I would call with Warrior, but then just be amicable with him. But every time I tried to be around him, I couldn't forget of what had happened. So I tried to say to him, we need to speak about this. You need to say this. You need to be honest with the viewers. You need to tell them the truth. You need to go up there and even speak about the cancer and give them something. No, I'm not speaking about that. I don't want to speak about that. And then he went to Warrior and it's almost like she felt sorry for him. I understand. Yeah, I get it. You're going through all this stuff. But then this is the piss take. Now he's hiding behind Warrior, little Warrior with, she's not a fucking big creator on here. He's hiding a grown man behind Warrior to not face any of this shit. Not face any of the cancer lies, not face of anything that went on, not face any of it. And I'm frustrated because my name's been damaged. Lots of other stuff's happened and I've been left with this. And he's just sitting there like he can just get on with it. I get it. People's mental healths are affected, but what about my mental health? What about when I had to hold the fort for all them weeks without having one fucking breakdown? Of course, I was going to have that massive breakdown. Look at everything that I held. He didn't think once to himself that he were going to save me, not even once. And even when I came out with the car situation, he washed his hands with me and blocked me. So my thing was, right, cool, I can't be nasty to him. She wants to support him. But it was more like, what are you doing? What is really happening here? What is this really giving? What are you really gaining out of this? And where are you going to move forward? So Warrior explained to me, you know what, Keisha, I just want to mend him together. He seems like he's broken. And that's what I do. I'm Warrior. I like to help people. So when she said that to me in that kind of way, right, I thought, do you know what? Right? Maybe he does need the help, cool, whatever. And then as days went on, it's like she's gone up there, right? This weekend. She's gone up to his house And she didn't go up there for any money. She didn't go up there to go get 3 grand. She didn't do any of that. She went up there for the goodness of heart to go and help him back with his recovery of getting out of his mental health, because when he's sat in the garden saying he's doing something, it takes him 7 hours and nothing gets done. She's gone down there the other day and done everything. Now, he's gone back with her, and the littlest he could have done, right, he said to her, listen, let's go do a little Morrison shop and I'll put you a little shop in the house. Thank you so much, for bringing me the hot tub, doing the fencing, getting all that stuff brought out of, doing all the panels on the wall, sticking all the paint up, giving his mum all the new plant pots, going all the way out for him. He could have at least said to her, listen, lads, I'll go get you a little shop, or, let me give you your fucking bit Botox refill, a little 150 minor, because she's done more than £1,000 worth of work for nothing. So I started getting frustrated because he's not taking the friendship seriously, and this is kind of taking the piss. Then she tells him he needs to stay in the van. He goes up to the house and wakes up in the morning and goes, it's dirty in here. You need to clean up. We all know that Warrior's house is like a safe haven. So I'm the kind of person that I will clean 24/7. I will flush the toilets. I will have all the skirting boards scrubbed down. I will have the windows scrubbed down. That's just who I am. Not everybody's like me. They don't live like me. They're not a clean freak like that. And that doesn't mean somebody's dirty. Doesn't mean they're a tramp because the house isn't clean. That's just the way she lives. He should respect that. Then she makes him a coffee off a really expensive coffee machine, and he goes, shit coffee, don't like that, right? And she bought the coffee beans. Then he goes, I don't want the hot tub, take it back, and brings the hot tub back. Lies to her, says he's taking the ducks, not taking the ducks, and tries to kick a door in last night because she won't let him into the property. Texts Ems then and tells Ems last night that he's in danger at Warrior's house. Sitting in Warrior's, watching Ems, telling Warrior in her ear to go on to Ems's so they can cause mayhem, because he wanted Ems to be fucking jealous that he was up in Scotland with Warrior, because he is obsessed with Ems and wants to be with Ems. He wants to be trampled over. He wants to be told what to do. He wants to be trapped on camera. He wants this to happen to him. So why is my friend going out of her way that actually could help somebody that really wants to be helped, that really needs to be saved, that really, has gone through all this damaging stuff? You've been drinking when you've just got your liver infection come back, and you can't come up and say for sympathy, I'm dying, because you were told about your liver after you've just done all the cancer treatment for cancer. You're aggressive when you drink, and I already know the aggressiveness that comes with that because I've experienced it firsthand. I've holded everything in, which I could have ruined you ages ago. What you said to Warrior when I told you all that in front of Warrior last night was fucking disgusting. And that within itself, you will be cancelled. You will be fucking arrested if I really wanted you to be arrested. Honestly, Rob, you really want to go there with us? We will go all the way to the top, because I haven't even opened my mouth on half of the stuff that's happened. We have everything with what yous have done. We have everything, Rob. No lies. Not the lies. The fucking truth of what you and Lee were doing behind the scenes. Everything that you were telling him to do on Angie's, everything that you were telling Lee, you were telling Rob to do on my panel, and it even has my name. All of the start to finish of what you were going to do with this plan and how you executed the plan. And all my lives that I were doing, which I was sat there and everyone was saying, she's a part of it. She's got them to do this. She's coerced this. She's telling Rob what to say. Keisha was the master manipulator behind this. Not no more. I can prove it. And when I put both lives together, when I put the lives together of what you lot put me through for them weeks of lying about me and making people believe all that shit and show the messages, it's going to show two completely different fucking sides. We have all the transcripts. Look at them look on the screen. Look at how many megabytes we have. And you thought you was going to get away with it, didn't you? You thought in the end you was going to get away with it. And Rob, how do you get caught slagging us off, Going to worry his enemy and then saying on the live, think about it. If somebody comes on the live now and we have you in, they'll say, why have you got him on the live? The first response out of our mouth is, leave him alone, you're blocked. Right? Because we protected you. We had your back. We were the loyal ones. But last night on that live, when we confronted you about something you already knew about, what were your words? Oh, well, I'm kind to everybody. You know, I'm friends with everybody. What do you think that makes us look like? We're kind to everybody. We just haven't been able to be kind to people because we've been trying to see sense in what you've been doing. If it's mental health, are you going to end yourself? What was your expectations with when you was kicking in her door last night? What about her child? Who do you think you are? Over a charger. Over a charger. A charger. She's brought you up to Scotland and told you you're not allowed in the house. You're not allowed to sleep in there because a child's there. And you took them boundaries off that live and went to them lambs. And then this morning, you did all what you did this morning in a house. And she still brought you the coffee out. It's crazy. Yeah, it is deeper than that, love. It does get deep. Who's Lee? Lee was the boyfriend, the actual boyfriend. Oh, it wasn't a lie. This has been going on since January 2025. Hasn't it, Lee and Rob? This plan has been in the making for quite some time. Hasn't it, Lee and Rob? We've got it all. Every single fucking one of it. And just to give you a clear picture of just some of what they were saying, we're not going to give it all, but just to give you a little insight in their little behaviour. We're not going to give it all, but this is just to show you what these little shits were up to. Just give you a little insight. Yeah, I bet it was breaking your heart, just like it was breaking my heart.
No, he's gone home now. He's gone home.
I don't mind if you want to go in the box and say my partner doesn't want me to put my business out. End off, but I answer questions. Go on my... Like, we've got everything. Rest, baby. Rest easy. My beautiful lover. Go live with Keisha. Just to say thank you. There's only nice ones in there now. Don't forget to say we are each other's lives. Morning, the love of my life.
Morning,
Morning,
my
my
special
special
man.
man.
Oh, there's more. There's thousands. We've got voice notes. We've got videos.
Yeah, it really, really does. Oh yeah, Soap and Glory's coming as well, right? We've got I wanted to tell you all something as well. 1 second. 1 second, Soap and Glory.
It's on my wall anyway, Keish. It's on my wall, Soap and Glory. Well, there it is, posted. Next week, me
No,
and
1 minute, I
Keisha.
need to tell Soap and Glory something a minute. 1 second, Soap and Glory. Yeah. We can really get into all the messages, guys.
We've got all the messages that went on behind the scenes. Not just off Rob, off 4 other people as well. There's 4 other people involved in this.
Rob, I dare you to say, I've got some things to say. I know people don't believe that I'm seeing a guy, he's on TikTok, and his name is Lee. We are very happy. End of. Oh, we've got everything. A lot. And do you know what really makes me sick? Shall I tell you the one that makes me sick, which I'm going to be fully going for as well? Well, there's a couple actually with what yous have been saying in these messages. Yeah, there's a couple. This isn't just it. Yeah, we're going to go all the way in with them because I think this is disgusting what you two have been up to. Right, I want to say something now, right? So, Soap and Glory have the access and they have the exclusive. Me, Warrior, and two other people know what's about to go down. I have given Soap and Glory because I've been able to trust them with other information before and it's never been outed. I have given Soap and Glory, and I'm on about that. I have given Soap and Glory the full exclusive before it's even hit the internet. Soap and Glory knows everything, and they have been the first people out of everybody that we have give this exclusive to. This is nothing to do with Rob. This is nothing to do with Lee. Something is going to be hitting the internet very soon. You're all going to be in shock. A lot of people had a lot of things to say about me, and we can't really say much. When this happens, this will be a breakthrough for a lot of people because I never want anybody to experience what I've gone through as a mother, honestly. And when it echoes and it drops, they have got the exclusive. So they already know before it's hit the internet. This is how serious this shit is. Now, the second part is with Soap and Glory. Me and Warrior have decided that we're going to, after this hits the internet, which is nothing to do with them, can't tell you who it's to do with, big things are happening. You're going to be in shock. There's two parts to that as well. There's the first part that will sink in, but it's the second part that you're all going to be going, thinking, and worrying for. Now, when all that's hit and it's all sunk in, because it's going to take a couple of days for that to sink in, and you remember these videos and think, wow, she really wasn't fucking around. Then, after we've got rid of that, and that's being dealt with in that way, they really realised we ain't fucking around. Then we've got the ever exclusive now, which is now finally putting my name as well to bed on top of Warriors and on top of other things that we need to get done, which will clear everything. So we're going to be able to we're the only people that are going to be able to give this the exclusive access to everything with what they've done behind the scenes, what they planned, what all the initial plan was, what the plan to go up and say, what was said in all the transcripts, what they did towards myself, what Lee were telling Rob to do on my panel, everything between them all. There's all the Josanne transcripts, there's also the Katie Hardy transcripts, there's also who are the other transcripts as well? Yeah, so we've decided that we're going to be giving Soap and Glory, before we drop the Rob situation with all of that, we've decided we're going to give this other side now to Soap and Glory. So we're going to give them exclusive messages before we've even gone on the live. So as soon as we're pressing play, Soap and Glory have already uploaded the evidence. And then we'll be on live. So the evidence is already out there first before anybody gets to put it out. So before we've even put the evidence out on the live, with any of the screenshots, with the actual evidence, Soap and Glory is going to be getting full access to some of these screenshots so they can put it on their post before any other account gets that access, because we're going to take 10 minutes for people to come in first. And it's going to give Soap and Glory 10 minutes to have that post, let it be reposted and let it be shared. And I will be making everybody aware that they need to go look on Soap and Glory and come back into the live. And that's how we're running this. I'll let Warrior talk now.
Yes, so next week me and Keisha will be holding an exclusive live in my live stream. I am the director. Michael and Lakeisha will be representing it, presenting it. This one will be on Marcus M's next week. All exclusive private messages. What's been
sorry,
going
we've
on.
got M's as well. Sorry, I forgot to say.
Yeah,
go on,
Marcus M's, that's who we're doing next Wednesday.
Yep, the messages, everything.
Wednesday night next week. So if everybody wants to follow the press conference account, and Keisha and Michael will be there presenting that.
Because what Rob has done is Rob sent all of this stuff to Warrior when she were helping him because of obviously like court
And he's
stuff.
took the piss out of me.
So, you know, I can put it on my life because I'm a third party. It didn't get sent to me. So I'm okay to do whatever I want to do. At the end of the day, it's out of her hands. So she's received it off of him. She can prove she's received it off of him. And, you know, once it's been received or somebody else, it's going, no, there's nothing you can do about that. I am going to be the third party. So I am going to be the one showing everything. Because like I said, she can't show anything on the live. Well, she could if she wanted to, because he gave the permission. But at the same time, we're out in everything in the lives, you know. Simple as it needs to be.
You've got exclusive information. Well, if you want to message me and have a little chat with me, Ollie, on the press conference, I'll have to follow you though.
I can't believe he's done it to her. I can't believe what was happening last night. I was petrified for you last night.
Yeah, he slept in my camper van. There was nothing for him to be scared of. He didn't need rescuing. He was absolutely fine in the camper van. He just wants attention. He wants Marcus M's back. Is this was the main? Yeah, this
Should
is
we
my main
confront
account.
him? Should we confront him?
When?
Now.
No, I don't want to do it now. Next week.
Yeah, I want to get him in. I want to get him in and confront him.
Wednesday. Wednesday night, we're doing Marcus M's, guys, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I want to come in and confront him.
8 o'clock, Wednesday night. I'll be making a poster.
He was on something, that's why I was scared. Yeah, listen, I don't believe he's scared, honest to God, with what I've seen and how...
No, he's a princess, he's attention seeker. Go on, Keish. I'm tired, babe.
Yeah, it is. I think it was just I don't know what got into him yesterday. He were obviously trying to make Ems jealous of being with Warrior. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's just disrespect, isn't it? It's just disrespect. Ems is on Sedum Wednesday night. You should do it Thursday when it's finished. Should we do it Thursday then when it's finished?
Yeah, we'll do it next Thursday then, guys. Okay. What do you mean Ems is on who next week? Ems is on...
Come down with me.
Oh, is she going in it? I thought she dropped out. Is she
So we'll
definitely
do it
going
on
in
then.
it?
Thanks for the heads up on that, Dolce, yeah.
Nice one. We'll do it Thursday then, alright? 8 o'clock. I'll make the poster.
Well, what we get that with the comments he makes. Yeah, I thought that's what I'm saying. It's come down with me and it's her day to cook. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. It's even the comments.
I don't want to do Rob now. I haven't got the energy to do him. I've been with him for fucking 5 days.
Robert's active. You should get him on now. Come down with me. No, she can't.
I'd rather do it next week when we've got more numbers in here.
She can't deal with him right now after everything she's just gone through last night and this morning. I'm not being funny. It's like looking after a fucking kid. And
we'll defo bring him in next Thursday, guys. So when I make the poster, please all share it out, yeah? And word of mouth and all that.
Can you just tell everybody what you went to his house and did, please? For no...
It's on Soap and Glory's page, isn't it? Tell them to go and look on Soap and Glory's page, what I've done for him. 4 days worth of work in his garden. And I mean, it was a shithole. There was rubbish about fucking 10 foot high. Burnt it all, sorted it all out. Scrubbed floors. Oh, you name it, I've done it. Painted fences, been to B&Q. Soap and Glory's going to put it on the story now so you can all have a nosy. Can't see the comments with this background. All right, Keish, go back in the big box, babe. Okay, everybody message me then if you've got any exclusive stuff for me to present on Thursday next week. Yeah. Just the poster. I'm going to make the poster and everyone share it, please, forum wise. I'll get the poster up tomorrow, okay? But this is on my wall, what you can see there with the writing on saying what we're going to do next week. You can also share that as well and let people know. No, the press conference here. And then she will be going on my poster because she's presenting it with Michael. I deliver them all the information and they present it.
What's happened is Rob tried to kick in Warrior's door last night, was messaging Em saying that it was in danger, slagging us off to the enemies, got confronted, acted oblivious, were running his mouth in the background, was telling Warrior to go into Em's life to cause mayhem. He's been caught out doing the actual whole fucking plan with all that happened a couple
Constantly
weeks,
on his
months
live
ago.
stream to Marcus M's in my
Constantly on his
house.
live stream, absolutely obsessed with her, becoming like baby reindeer. Really, 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 really not scared of her. If he could go to Ems's tomorrow, he would have done so. Why is Warrior getting shame and all this put on her fucking name, helping somebody that would go to fucking Ems's tomorrow? Who do you think you are? She's supposed to be helping you. She said to me that she was helping you because she believed that you were mentally going to take your life. You were mentally ill. So you need to see it like this, right? If she's picked you up and thought, do you know what? He might just be a man that's really been hurt. Let me go in there and try to mend him. Let me, be a friend to him. But then you're still looking at the person that you've been complaining about to the person that's helping you. You haven't took a step back from that person. You're not going to change away from that person. You still want to be near Ems. You still want to go to her house. You want to get trapped like a baby on the lives. You want to be humiliated in front of thousands of viewers. You absolutely love it, Rob. And people need to realise that he loves every second of what he was getting and what he gets off Ems. Honestly,
Yeah.
and to anybody around him, we're just a pawn in the middle of this sick, disgusting little thing, that weird little man that he
Yeah,
is.
he's got a
You're
kink
in
where
love
he
with the
likes to
man.
be abused.
Yeah, you're in love with a man. Let's be real, because we've seen the transcripts from January 2025. You both plotted a plan. You're as sick as each other. You then went under the wing of Warrior to hide behind Warrior because you didn't want to face the truth, face the music of the cancer and all the lies and all the shit that you'd been doing. You hid behind Warrior. You took her kindness for weakness. You haven't let go of Ems. You've been watching her. You kicked in her door. You told her her house was dirty. You told her her coffee was shit. Right? This is what you're saying in this woman's house. You're telling people on live she's acting like this because she's going through menopause. This was on last night's live. You're telling people she can't afford any gas and it's cold in the caravan, knowing full well she put the gas on and you told her to turn it off because you were getting too hot. You absolutely disrespected her. And then to kick her door last night at one in the morning, yeah, when she's told you you're not allowed in the house, ringing off the phone, banging off the door this morning, when she's in bed, when her child's in bed, because you want to come and have a shit on the toilet, she's telling you to go to Morrison's, and you're ringing off her phone, ringing. She doesn't
My
want you in
house,
her
Frank.
house. She didn't want you near, she
Get
doesn't
me,
want you
Frank.
in. Yeah, this was all happened last night at Warriors. And then he texted Ems last night and said, I'm in danger, please help. I can't say it again. He said he's in danger, please help. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, of course she's fucking distraught, and they've had a big argument this afternoon. And whatever's happened, they've obviously, he's been trying to get in, she's told him already. And he even said to her, I could have done a better job than you than this van if it were mine. Who says that to somebody that's tried the hardest and worked the hardest to get that van? She's got a TV in it, she's got a cooker in it, she's got everything in it, carpet, the lot, bed, the lot. And he's just no respect because he thinks he's superior. He thinks he's higher than what he is, and you're not. You're not.
Oh, look, there's my nephew there. He said, I so fucking wish I'd come back last night.
I know, he's lucky, wasn't he?
So you've been his busy lately. Now he's turns. All right, Scott. Is Rob driving there to Birmingham on Sunday? Is he? Does
Yeah,
anybody know?
probably. Probably,
Does
yeah.
anybody know? I can't believe she's going, you know. Because
Yeah,
she was saying she's not going to sit with Pearl and all that. And I thought it was Saturday.
he'll be desperate, honestly. He's desperate for us for the scoop. Come on, who else is picking her up? He'll end up picking her up and then end up doing a special, honestly. You'll see. They're desperate for the views. It's mad what people will do for views, honestly.
And I wanted to go on that show, do you know what I mean? Don't you think he should have had me on the show? All the fucking stuff I've done on this platform for charity and all that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, she's got a lift, hasn't she, from Rob? She's got a lift.
Oh,
You
she
do
sat on the box earlier
realise,
with Pearl and Angie. How are they getting on now then, yeah?
yeah, you do realise that we have the message after all that went down. You don't get it, right? When all that went down and she were accusing Rob of all that stuff, you just wait until what me and Warrior show you of what was getting said behind the fucking scenes. These disgusting so-called creators. I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely fucking disgusted because it wasn't fucking no means no, was it? Behind the fucking scenes. Honestly, this is gonna go deep, and they both need to be. They both deserve each other.
Is
They
she
deserve
not
each
getting a
other.
lift then to Birmingham? It's definitely... She's not getting a train, it's definitely a lift. Mind you, she wouldn't go on a public train, would she, Keish? Because she's scared of the
No.
public, isn't she? She won't even go
Yeah,
to
she
shop
won't go on
over
a
the
public
road.
train.
Do you know she gets Just
You
Eat
know,
to her
CNN
house
keeps
from...
coming in here.
She gets Just Eat from the shop over the road because she can't go to shop. She's too scared. Do you know I bought him a hot tub, yeah? He said on the internet, yeah, Warrior, bring it up to my house and all that, yeah? Took the hot tub up to him and he
Are
brought
you
it back and
mine?
said, I don't want it.
No. Yeah, I know. Ungrateful. Ungrateful. Hello?
Hello.
Do you know you're in the box?
Ollie! Ollie!
Is it one of them ones that don't like to talk, but then just write in the comments? It's a bit scary, that, isn't it? I've had one of them before, and there was a setup. I can't have that because you never know who's behind it. Sorry, Ollie, I can't. You could be young. I can't risk it, mate. Especially with what's going on. With what's going on, I can't. Honestly, once I'm able to open my mouth and tell you what's dropping the next very soon, then I'll be able to explode everything. And then I'm going straight on to Rob and Lee and every one of them that mentioned my name. I'm not, I just, sorry, I can't have anybody in the box without them speaking because we don't know who you are. So we don't know, you could be young of age. I could be having somebody's child up in my life. We have to be very careful, you see. And not just that as well. I've tried to trust somebody before by just letting them be in the box unquiet to respect them. And they've just totally disrespected me by being fake and actually being my enemy. Imagine that. Now that was a funny one. So yeah, a lot is coming out. We do like to put people's names in the best light, not in a bad light. And I have cleared a lot of people's name, but one thing people haven't done for me on here is clear my name. But this time, right, sorry about this.